Hey guys, welcome back to Fletcher Family Homestead. I'm Rakina, and on today's video, we are going to turn this garbage can slash recycling bin into a compost bin. So get your drills, and today I'm using a 1/2-inch drill bit to make the holes. So if you want to do this project, it's super easy. You literally take your bin and you're gonna drill some holes in it. Also, I'm going to show some winter sowing that I'm going to do as well. And stay tuned because we will be processing some chickens as well, because we found out that we have 10 roosters. So they gotta go and be turned into some food. All right, so here I am turning over the garbage can, making sure it is steady. I have my drill. I'm about to go ahead and drive those 1/2-inch holes throughout several sections of the garbage can. I want to make sure that I have a lot of airflow, but not too much, and I want to make sure that my holes are big enough for worms and flies and whatever other insects can fit through this 1/2-inch hole that I'm placing in the garbage can. And that is going to be all helpful for the creation of compost, which hopefully will turn into soil after a period of time. And the purpose for doing this myself is, number one, the garbage can was free, and the time, it didn't take that long. And if you noticed, earlier in the video, I posted some prices for compost bins. So unless you want to spend, between $40 and $132.99 dollars for this compost bin, go ahead and find something that you can use at home, or something that someone's giving away on Facebook Marketplace, or any type of situation like that, and spend a little time learning how to use your drill bits, and go ahead and give it a try, because it's your garden. Have fun, do all you can, learn all you can, and enjoy the process. Okay, that should do it. Now, you can't just have all browns in your compost, so stay tuned. I'm going to add some kitchen scraps. Add some kitchen scraps and banana peel, all the green garbage. So when you're making compost, you have your brown and green and layer brown and green. And then stir. Maybe worms. This would be great if I had some worms. So underneath, I actually poked some holes underneath big enough for worms to get in. So I'm going to put this on the bare ground for worms to find all this ooey gooey goodness that we are creating, so that they can work for me. Terrorists. Do you or someone you love have a plastic water addiction? If so, It's okay because we're gonna turn these plastic water bottles into planters, and then we're gonna winter sow with them. Because all you gotta do is take the plastic bottle, cut it, give yourself a little space, and bow. You have a plastic greenhouse upcycled situation. Because clearly we use too much plastic, like for real, and we can't just throw it away. We have to use it again. All right, so like all these water bottles, if you work at a 9 to 5, you know, you can ask your coworkers or your friends, hey, do you have any plastic empty containers? And for the last few years that I've done winter sowing, my friends have come through. And mind you, my family too, because, you know, one of my children keeps bugging me for a Stanley. I need a Stanley. Okay, you don't need a Stanley. Drink that tap water. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna recycle this, or upcycle these plastic containers and do the process called winter sowing. Now, I have done this before, and I believe there is a video. I'm going to try to either add it in here or link it in the description if I can remember. So, winter sowing, step 1, plastic container. Use your either your box cutter. This is not a box cutter. This is a some type of project, precise scalpel type thing. Just to start it out, and then get your good pair of scissors and cut it around. Do not cut the whole thing off. I mean, if you do, it's no big deal, because our next supply that we need, plastic water bottles, scissors or box cutter, you're gonna need some duct tape, okay? Duct tape. This does not work very well, okay? This is Duck, the brand Duck. Even though it's really, I believe it's supposed to be duct tape. But anyway, and this is the brand Duck. Yeah. Get you some duct tape. It don't have to be the brand. It could be gaff tape. It can be Gorilla tape. It could be Walmart, whoever, store brand tape. Just get you some good tape like this. This is best and better because it will keep your plastic container closed for the duration. So for me, it is February 19th, and we probably should have about 4 more weeks of very cold. I know that there's going to be another cold snap coming soon. So these bottles will be my greenhouse. They will be protecting for me. So let's get to it. We're going to fill it up with soil. Oh, sorry, with your precision cut or box cutter, you want to make sure you have some holes right there. So I'm just going to take my little cut, back away a little bit, just do a little small, ooh, the sound, a couple of slits right here. All the way around. So the whole premise is to set it and forget it, right? So I'm going to make sure I label what's in these bottles. You could put that on the tape, okay? This goes on the tape, because if you put it in here and you don't recognize the third leaf or what the real leaf will be, then you'll be in trouble, or you'll be surprised. So I like having some surprise / chaos gardening going on. So, you know, it's up to you how organized and meticulous you want to be. But remember, you have to have some drainage here, because this is going to be open. You're going to discard your top. You can actually use your top if you want to for another type of label if you wish. Stick it down in front of it in the dirt or what have you. Or, you know, find another, play checkers with it. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with your tops, just, you know, discard them. Find another way to use them. Cut. Don't cut it all the way off. Drainage holes. All right, and you're gonna give it some soil, right? So the next step, I personally am gonna fill this entire, I believe this is about 4 or 5 inches. It's 4 fingers, so yeah. I'm gonna fill this whole thing up to here, just to the cut, okay? This is for the growth. This is for the soil. Same thing. Got a big one here. Probably shouldn't have cut it this tall. I'm only gonna go about halfway with the soil. This is for the growth, okay? Same thing, all right? Boop. Y'all got that? All right, cool. I'll also post some results from my winter sowing from previous years. This is February 19th, 2025. So I'll post winter sowing results from previous years. Now that we have filled our bottles with our seed starting mix, we've come to the hardest part of this process, which is deciding what to put in there. So as far as winter sowing goes, you can pretty much winter sow anything. With those little mini greenhouse creations that we've done, it's going to keep it pretty protected from the cold, and it's going to be, it has a little bitty hole in it from the top. It's going to get all the moisture that it's going to need. It's going to be perfect. Make sure when it gets warm in your area, I'm in zone 8 near Atlanta. So when it starts to get warm, I'm going to go ahead and open my top. I'm going to take the duct tape off of the hinge, open it up, and let it get some air. I also want it to get some airflow so that the seedlings aren't weak. They need to get some airflow. So once it starts getting warm and I know that they're going to be pushing through, I'm going to go ahead and unhinge it and let that airflow just go. Here, I thought I was going to do a winter sowing example, but I ended up just making it like a kind of a long pot. So this is an experiment. I'm going to try to plant something that I know is cold hardy, that will make it, it'll just get a little bit of warmth, probably a whole bunch of water. So I'll make sure I have some extra drainage, extra drainage. And yeah, but in all seriousness, addictions are real and they are serious. So if you are having a struggle with addiction, go ahead and put some praying hands in the comments and I will pray for you. Also, if you want, I can send you a link to an amazing place to go and get some help if you need that. Because when I tell you that Jesus can change everything, he can in 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds flat, in a nanosecond. All right, so drop a comment below if you're going to try this winter sowing, and if you need me to pray for you, put some praying hands in the comments. All right, y'all, be blessed. There was this young lady on TikTok the other day who said, she asked the question, what do you keep your seeds in? Because I guess she's a new gardener, and I still, even though I've been here for several years, I would consider myself a new gardener. No, I would say I'm intermediate. I just want to stay young, forever young. Anyway, she was like, what do you keep your seeds in? Because I put mine in a Ziploc bag. Me too. Ziploc bag, a Walmart bag, Target bag, all the bags. Look at this. Y'all, this is real cotton right here. This is not the cotton that I planted last year, but I got some. I don't know where it's at. But this was the consensus for the gardeners. This is a photo box that we got from Michael's. And, you know, you get your little clearance or your little 40% off coupon. And it easily opens up. I mean, I got seeds on top of seeds. I shouldn't buy seeds ever again until all these seeds are planted for real. Why am I holding this? So yeah, just in case you see me on YouTube, girlfriend. Yeah, all the little seeds. And at one time, my seeds were organized. Oh, I might plant these. These are cute. Add it to my list. At one time, all my seeds were organized. I would sit in the living room floor and put all the seeds on the floor and then organize each one by season. And then I would take them all out again. And then I would organize them by color. Like, okay, these are orange and yellow. These got to go together. And then I would organize them by, like, what I wanted to plant. And I say, okay, I want all of these in garden box 1. All of these in garden box 2. Yeah, so at this point, they're all everywhere, okay? These are going to get planted this year. These were pretty good. Royal Burgundy. But, you know, these don't take long at all. So we are on the topic of winter sowing. And these are I kind of want more flowers. Now, mind you, you don't have to winter sow. Trust me, because look at this dog. Don't throw me. Anyway, I'm just trying to save a couple of coins because I'm a working class individual. And if you want to just go to the store and buy all your pre-made plants, good for you. That's fabulous. I'm not doing that. I'm going to try my best to use all the seeds that I got because I done spent 59 cents to probably $3 per pack. And I want to use every single seed and see what I can grow. Okay. And I sent my mom a text the other day about my Brussels sprouts. And I was like, she said, trust the process or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm trusting the creator and the process because I can't do any of this. God got to do this. I'm just going to put it in the ground and water it. I might not even water it. I might just have to depend on him to water it too. Especially when it comes to the winter sowing containers. I'm not touching them until it's time for them to go out into the garden. So anyway, this is what I'm going to plant real quick. Let me give you. Okay, aster. I just found that in the little organization thing. All right, aster, zinnia. I got several different varieties of zinnia. I like these. They're so quick to grow. Like 30 days. So by the time it's time for them to go in the garden, they're going to be almost ready to bloom, hopefully. Some squash. I'm going to go ahead and start early. $1.25 tree. You can tell these are old because there's no more for $4. I think it's $1.25 now. These are several years old. These actually expired in 2020, but these were a really good cucumber, very prolific. I have some old boxes I'm going to turn into lettuce boxes. Okay. I'm just going to sprinkle it and turn this into my little lettuce box until I go out and make my lettuce tower. Start some zucchini. And yes, a lot of these are warm weather and they're going to be fine outside. More zinnia. I thought this was so pretty. This is new. I bought this year. It's like a green zinnia. Envy. More lettuce. I'm gonna try again to do these peppers. I've tried sweet peppers several years and I usually get a few, not a lot. So try these again. You know, it's all trial and error. Just keep trying. And earlier we talked about addiction, and gardening and seed buying can be an addiction. And really, anything that you put above the Lord can become an idol or can become an addiction. So we want to rebuke all that and not get ahead of ourselves. This is going in that salad box I was talking about. Another zinnia. Ooh, these were my favorite. And I don't even like squash for real like that, but these are good. Patty pan, if you're not familiar. These are patty pan squash. They look like little flying saucers, and they're really, really good. Try this again. I put a few out there. Not so much luck, but these are great. Great in salads. I plant these every year. And I haven't planted this in a while, so I'm going to do this, the salvia. And that's it. So each one of these is going in a container. A few seeds for each. And that's a wrap. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you watched all the way through. Oh, let me give you a little quick update on my little compost compost bin DIY. Come on. We'll speed walk out here. It's cold. All right, so I have it out here on the bare ground, and I've added some kitchen scraps in there. And we're gonna keep adding until it is full and warm. And I'll give you a little holes down here. All right. Compost. Hopefully it'll be some nice soil in a little while. We'll see. Thanks for watching.